The Cleveland Cavaliers are at a critical juncture in their season. Their star, Donovan Mitchell, is battling a groin injury, and the big question looms. Will he play against the Detroit Pistons? The Cavs are on a hot streak, but facing a surging Pistons squad without Mitchell could be a serious challenge. Welcome to Top Floor Sports. Let's get into the latest updates. Donovan Mitchell's injury status. Will he play? Donovan Mitchell has been the heart and soul of the Cleveland Cavaliers this season. His scoring, leadership, and relentless drive have kept the Cavs in contention. However, his recent groin injury has put the team in a tough spot. After missing a game against the Portland Trail Blazers on March 24th, he returned on March 28th against the San Antonio Spurs, delivering an incredible performance: 25 points, 14 assists, and 8 rebounds. Mitchell's groin issue isn't new. It has been a lingering problem, forcing the Cavs to be cautious. Groin injuries can be tricky, and playing back-to-back games poses a significant risk. The team's medical staff has been closely monitoring his workload to avoid any setbacks. The good news? As of now, Mitchell is not listed on the Cavaliers' injury report for the game against Detroit. This suggests that he will suit up, barring any last-minute decisions. However, the Cavaliers have been unpredictable with injury management this season, so a game-time decision isn't out of the question. The Pistons, despite their struggles in recent years, have been playing some of their best basketball for a long time. They have won 4 of their last 5 games and are eager to capitalize on any Cavaliers' weaknesses. Mitchell's presence on the floor could be the deciding factor in whether Cleveland extends their winning streak or struggles against a hungry opponent. For now, all eyes are on Mitchell's health and the team's final decision before tip-off. Will he take the floor, or will the Cavs play it safe with their superstar? The answer could shape the outcome of this high-stakes showdown. Cavaliers' recent performance. Can they survive without Mitchell? The Cleveland Cavaliers are riding a 3-game winning streak, proving their resilience after a rough patch on their West Coast road trip. They bounced back dominantly, most recently securing a convincing win over the San Antonio Spurs. But how much of that success can be attributed to Donovan Mitchell's return? Mitchell's impact cannot be overstated. In their victory over San Antonio, he put up 25 points, 14 assists, and 8 rebounds, leading the offense and keeping the team organized. But the win wasn't just about Mitchell. Jarrett Allen stepped up with an outstanding 29-point, 15-rebound performance, showcasing the depth of this Cavaliers squad. However, the real question is whether the Cavs can keep up this momentum if Mitchell sits out against Detroit. The Pistons are not the same struggling team from earlier in the season. They have a 41-32 record and have won 4 of their last 5 games. Without Mitchell, the Cavs' offense could slow down significantly, putting more pressure on players like Darius Garland and Max Strus to create scoring opportunities. One of the key factors in Cleveland's recent resurgence has been their defensive presence. Despite injuries, they've managed to maintain a top-tier defensive rating, largely thanks to Allen's dominance in the paint. However, if Mitchell is unavailable, the Cavs will need to rely even more on their team defense and rebounding to contain Detroit's surging offense. While the team has found ways to win without Mitchell in the past, facing a hot Pistons squad without their best player is a daunting challenge. If Mitchell plays, the Cavaliers will enter the game as favorites. If not, the odds shift in Detroit's favor. His availability could determine whether Cleveland extends their winning streak or struggles to keep pace. Evan Mobley's uncertain status, another concern for the Cavs. While Donovan Mitchell's availability is a major talking point, the Cavaliers have another pressing issue: the status of Evan Mobley. The star forward was rested in the last game against San Antonio, and his presence against Detroit remains uncertain. Mobley's absence could be a massive setback, especially against a Pistons team that thrives on inside scoring and physicality. Mobley has been having a standout season, averaging 18.7 points, 9.4 rebounds, and 56.8% shooting from the field. His ability to protect the rim and stretch the floor has been crucial for Cleveland's defensive and offensive schemes. But even though he was given a night off for rest, his injury status remains day-to-day, meaning his return isn't guaranteed. If Mobley doesn't play, Dean Wade is expected to step into the starting lineup. Wade has been solid off the bench, averaging 5.4 points and 4.5 rebounds. but he lacks the defensive versatility and offensive presence that Mobley brings. The Pistons, led by Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart, will likely look to exploit Cleveland's interior defense if Mobley is out. The Cavs coaching staff must make a tough decision. Do they rush Mobley back in a crucial matchup against a playoff-contending Pistons team? Or do they play it safe, knowing that they need him healthy for the stretch run? If Mobley is available, but not at full strength, expect limited minutes and a cautious approach from the coaching staff. Cleveland's front court depth will be tested if Mobley is absent. Jarrett Allen will need to step up again, and the Cavs will rely on Tristan Thompson for added minutes in the rotation. The Pistons are aggressive on the boards, and without Mobley, the Cavaliers might struggle to control second-chance points. With two of their biggest stars questionable, Cleveland enters this game with uncertainty hanging over them. Will they risk playing Mobley if he's not fully recovered? Or will they trust their depth to get the job done? Cavaliers' backup plan, how they'll adjust without key players. With Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley's availability still in question, the Cleveland Cavaliers must prepare a backup plan against a surging Detroit Pistons team. If both stars don't suit up, Cleveland will rely on its depth to keep their winning streak alive. One key player who will have to step up is Darius Garland. The star point guard has been solid this season, averaging 19.2 points and 6.8 assists per game. Without Mitchell, Garland will be the primary scorer and playmaker. His ability to control the offense and create shots for his teammates will be crucial against Detroit's aggressive defense. Max Strus will also play a bigger role. The sharpshooter has been a reliable perimeter threat, but he might need to take on more ball-handling duties if Mitchell is out. His three-point shooting will help stretch the floor, opening up lanes for Jarrett Allen and Dean Wade inside. Speaking of Allen, he becomes the Cavaliers' anchor if Mobley is sidelined. His dominance in the paint will be key to stopping Detroit's Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart, who thrive on second-chance points. Expect Allen to have a high-usage game, controlling the boards and defending the rim. Cleveland's bench will also be tested. Players like Harris LeVert and Tristan Thompson will have to contribute significantly. LeVert is capable of explosive scoring performances, while Thompson provides veteran leadership and interior toughness. If the Cavaliers want to extend their winning streak, their role players must deliver. Can they rise to the occasion if Mitchell and Mobley don't play? Detroit's strengths, why the Cavaliers can't take them lightly. The Detroit Pistons may not have the best record in the league, but they are no easy opponent. Over their last 5 games, they have won 4 times, proving they are a dangerous team on a hot streak. The Cavaliers cannot afford to take them lightly, especially with key players potentially missing. One major strength of Detroit is their dominant front court. Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart have been beasts on the boards, controlling the paint with their physicality and rebounding ability. Duren, in particular, is averaging 11.8 points and 10.9 rebounds per game, making him a force on both ends of the court. If Evan Mobley is out, Cleveland will struggle to contain Detroit's size inside. Another weapon for the Pistons is their fast-paced offense. With Cade Cunningham sidelined, Jaden Ivey has taken over as the primary playmaker, pushing the tempo and attacking defenses in transition. The Cavaliers will have to stay disciplined on defense, preventing easy, fast break points. On the perimeter, Detroit has some underrated shooters who can stretch the floor. Players like Bojan Bogdanovic and Ausar Thompson are capable of knocking down big shots, forcing the Cavaliers to guard the three-point line tightly. If Cleveland allows open looks, Detroit could build momentum quickly. Lastly, the Pistons play with nothing to lose. They are a young team eager to prove themselves, and that makes them dangerous. A desperate team playing with confidence can upset even the best opponents. If Cleveland takes Detroit lightly, they could find themselves in trouble. They need to be locked in from the start to secure their 4th straight win. Can the Cavaliers overcome the challenge? The Cleveland Cavaliers are on a mission. They've fought through injuries, bounced back from a rough stretch, and are now looking to extend their winning streak to 4 games. But standing in their way is a resilient Detroit Pistons team, hungry to prove themselves. The biggest question remains, can Donovan Mitchell maintain his elite performance on back-to-back nights? His presence on the court is a game changer, and if he plays at full strength, the Cavaliers will have the upper hand. But they also need contributions from Jarrett Allen, Darius Garland, and the rest of the squad to ensure they don't falter against a Pistons team that has been in excellent form lately. Detroit, despite missing Cade Cunningham, has proven they can compete with the best teams. Their size, defense, and transition game could cause problems for Cleveland, especially if Evan Mobley remains sidelined. The Cavaliers must stay locked in and avoid any complacency. This game will be an actual test of Cleveland's depth, resilience, and playoff mindset. Are they ready for the challenge? The Cavaliers have battled through injuries, setbacks, and tough matchups, but they refuse to back down. Donovan Mitchell's availability could be the deciding factor, and all eyes are on Cleveland's superstar guard as they take on a determined Pistons squad. Will the Cavs extend their winning streak, or will Detroit pull off an upset? Stay tuned for what promises to be a thrilling showdown. Drop your predictions in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates.